Hey, everybody, this is Patty. Welcome to the Witching Hour. It's the hour of the day when the veil is thin and magic happens. I've got some really fun, dear friend, super magical magic for you today. She's a feng shui and Chinese astrology expert, the one and only neighbor friend, Anita Rosenberg. Welcome back, Anita.
Well, thank you, Patty. It's so fun. I just drove up the hill and
I know.
then I'm magically here.
We're here live and nationwide as cars are driving by. You are amazing. I don't know anybody who does astrology the kind that you do or the feng shui the way you do it. So tell everybody a little bit of what your kind of astrology is. Let's start there.
Okay, so I'm an international expert. I mean, only because I've traveled internationally and I've done this for 27 years. Chinese astrology and feng shui. So it's Chinese metaphysics. And all roads lead to Rome because I know you do a lot of Western, and it's the same conversation. It's actually a different conversation with the same elements. But what I wanted to talk about is I know it feels like, oh, we started in the new year. What can I do? There's a lot you can do. And I want to talk about that because this is the wood snake year. So, wood snake is a wood element and a fire element. And so, a couple themes for this year. So, I wanted to give you all just here's what's going on, and then here's some tools. And how can we navigate this year? Because it's a shit show. And we know it's a shit show. And I'll tell you why.
Why? Tell us what.
Okay.
Okay, I can
So,
tell reasons.
the theme for this year is reinvention and continuity. So it's growth and flow. Okay. So growth and flow are the two key things. Now, snake is the yin fire, it's the flame. So this is unpredictable. It's explosive. Okay. There's a lot of fire themes coming up, which I'll talk about. And if you think about fire, fire is the only element that can transform another element. It burns wood, it melts metal. So fire people tend to be very passionate. The fire element tends to transform. So it's a very transformative time period. But the key thing is you can be too hot, too fiery. So why do you, I mean, all of a sudden there's like fires. We have the LA fire.
Yeah.
We have explosions. And this year in particular, lots of airplane accidents. I mean, it's sad to see it in the Chinese astrology, but we sort of knew it coming up and it will continue this year. So if you're traveling, just be patient, be aware that that's going on. It's explosive and it's created and it's inspired because fire also the couple industries are fire industries, AI and space travel. It's also metaphysics and spirituality, which is our careers in our field. And it's for artists and fashion designers and writers. So, one of the things that you can do this year is stay in your lane and be creative. Come up with what is a passion project and work on that because all that outside like chatter can really take you down the rabbit hole. And here's the key thing for right now. If you would add on a downward spiral, the next 2 years are going to be really crazy, which I'll talk about in a second. If you're in a downward spiral, you're gone. You're done. So you got to get yourself at least to neutral, because if you're in a neutral space, then you can raise your vibration. And the key is you want to have a higher vibration kind of movie. So a couple of things is deliberate choices, long-term vision. The other thing is, with ye wood is about flexibility and be willing to compromise. Are you finding yourself compromising or more or being more trying to be, well, you're a water and I'm a water and we're really flexible.
We
flow all over,
but yes, in certain things, it's like, okay, there's like not an option.
and so you'll see it as negotiations for peace taking place on the world stage. So that's a nice thing to see. Also, fire brings light to darkness. So we're being revealed what's hidden. I mean, that gives me chills just to say that because on every level, whether it's in your personal life or on a global scale, there's so much hidden. It's like the pot's coming off and we're really being able to see it. Also, fire moves fast. It's explosive. Now, you can be uninspired one day and then get creative. Has that been happening to you?
Yes. Yeah, that has too. Yes. And on those uninspired days, how do you get it back? How do you tap into that fire?
Well, I
Or do you wait for tomorrow?
just don't. It's kind of like when you're not feeling well, you go, this is forever. You feel so horrible, but you know in a day or two, you're going to be fine. So I think you just have to kind of go, okay, it's a little bit of a down. Not everything's at a high peak. So some days are a little lower down. But, this year, hold your cards close to your heart because not everything is what it seems. Well, we have AI. And so as you're scrolling through, there's things that aren't real. And then there are things where we don't know what's really real. There's a lot of fake because there's a lot of fake things. So one of the things that I really this is fascinating. So what happens is we can usually look back and go, like we looked at Chinese astrology, we knew when COVID came, we know when these things come. So I'm going to give you a little forecast for the next 2 years. Okay. You silently, you're, oh gosh. So what happens is every 60 years, there's a cycle that sort of moves around with animal signs. So we are going to be heading in 2026 and 2027, because it ends in the 26, 27, the crimson horse and red goat. So that means that we're heading into this fiery seasonal concept of energy. And what we do is we can look back and go the last two times, maybe some in our history, some are not, and what happened, so we can see patterns. Okay, so 1906 and 1907 was Crimson Horse, Red Goat. So what did it do? It sparked World War One.
Great.
We had the Great San Francisco earthquake. Okay. Also, I found this interesting. The San Francisco School Board proclaimed that Japanese children had to be educated in separate classrooms. I mean, is that like horrid concept? And the panic of 1907, it was the first worldwide financial crisis of the 20th century. So we are going through a financial crisis. We are going through a big ass shakeup. It's kind of needed. We may not like it. We don't really know. We're in our homes doing our thing, but that's going on. Now, what when we kind of cut, I kind of cut it out, but okay, I remember, but 1966 and 67, it was like kind of after Vietnam and free love and all kinds of things going on. Like I found this interesting. Did you see the Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
So that was 1965. So we're in 2025. And what did he do? He went electronic.
Oh,
Remember? He went into the fire. So he went into the fire the next few years. I mean, I found it a little sad on one note because I'm seeing the verge of where the world's going to be heading at 1966, 67. And it's chaotic and it's crazy. And I'm like, this is what but where we're at is going on. But so if we look at 2026 and 27, China is going to be the most affected country. And because of their location, they're in the east. And the east is wood. So the wood gets burned by fire. So that's one of the explanations. And it's also one of the superpowers. So what affects China does affect the world. So when we look and see, okay, what's affecting China, we're going to be affected. Everyone's going to be affected. So we need to pay attention. Okay. So this is the Debbie Downer part. Expect violent upheavals and riots. There could be more natural disasters, radical change in financial institutions, and restructuring of labor and employment. Monetary consumerism will take on a complete overhaul. So those are the technical terms, but we're seeing it.
and we're
We're seeing it. So that's happening. But I'm going to tell you what you can do. Okay. I love this little paragraph I wrote in my notes to clients, and I haven't really been there. I don't keep looking down, but you can weather the upcoming storms by having a good life and creating good memories and experiences with people you love. Enjoy your life along the way as you work on creating wealth so you have money to do the things that you love. Make a point of taking a super trip this year. So do you have a super trip planned?
No, this is the one year I'm not leaving the country yet, to my knowledge.
Okay. So
But usually I do.
the rest
It's early yet.
decide to be profitable, be proactive in reaching your financial goals and be realistic within those. And I think that's kind of neat. Now, I want to sort of switch to tarot, which is your
Yeah.
okay, because I like to layer all these things. So tarot, I was in New York with a dear friend of mine, Tara Kuzo, who's like a world-renowned tarot reader, older gal. She's not gonna like that I said older gal. But anyway, she's only a long
In all
time.
the good sense.
And all that just
Good
means
flex.
he's very knowledgeable. Anyway, together we pulled a card to say, like, okay, what can we, what is representing this year? And God, we picked the sun.
Oh, and now there you go.
That was crazy. So, we sort of viewed it as, representing light and illumination, and the right amount of sunshine is warming, and light also exposes the truth, right? And so a couple things was keeping your inner circle small.
Mhm.
So I found that I just kind of put that. I mean, what social media is now let's reach bigger and bigger. And yes, but we want to be organic. And when you have your small inner circle, I just think it's a nice warm thing to think about. Keep your mind growing, watch what you create, and there's going to be a renaissance in the arts. So that to me felt the best. And if you look and see what are people creating and what's going on out there, I just think it's kind of exciting to think of that. And remember, people all over the world would love and are dreaming of the life you live. So even if you go, oh my God, let me really please, I don't know that. Oh my God, like how many people would love the life you live? People are dreaming of that life all over, right?
Right. And that's for all of you guys.
And
Your life.
yes, I think that's really sort of important. So I'm going to hit up another aspect coming up because I think this is also great for this is the Women Empowerment 20 years. So every 20 years we have Saturn, Jupiter, and Earth align. And it occurs every 20 years. And so at Feng Shui, we change periods, and that affects like how our physical layout of our space. So we are in period 9. It started 2024, and it is the Li Gua. Li Gua is fire. I mean, this is how many fire things going on. And so what it does is, the trends are metaverse and space travel and spiritual growth. More people are going to be interested in self-awareness and self-improvement. Have you noticed that?
100%.
How have you noticed it?
Just well, I am out public a lot. And even if it's a paranormal convention, it's not just about ghosts and equipment. It's
Yeah.
that it's discovering the spirituality and stuff behind it, philosophy, metaphysics in whatever form. Yeah.
And it is fascinating to have people who normally weren't interested go, oh, I think I'm kind of interested. So it's about searching for your truth, enlightenment, wellness, energy healing, all those things. And it's going to it highlights the heart and the light within, which I really like. So the best way is we want to raise our vibration. Now let's talk about it. Leap off the middle. It represents middle-aged women.
Oh, well.
So it's the time of well, we're a little on the edge of that. That's we're going. We're on. Yeah, 40 generation under it. And, also Libra represents the eyes. So you want to protect or watch your eyes. And yeah. And also, this is a time middle-aged women will get recognized and respected. So if women are the new rising leadership and powerhouse, and men will challenge women. Male leaders will be seeking more and more power, and dictatorship is on the rise.
Yeah.
What's happening is, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, why are things not moving up as fast for women right now? But my thought is, men have to adjust to the empowered female, and they're not. So they're trying to like, let's get you down with Roe v. Wade and other things like that. But every time there's an election, like we have Karen Bass and and she's a woman. So you kind of look at that. I guess we kind of predicted and thought maybe, Kamala Harris because she's a woman. And the reality is she just wasn't the right woman right now. But in the next 20 years, we will have a female president. Not I think 20 years. I don't know who that is. But it is our you're seeing so it was interesting. I want to share something that I thought was kind of interesting. Is that I was talking to a nephew of mine and we were talking about, kind of women leaders. And I just said, there's more women running countries than ever before. I think it's Finland. And now we have Mexico, and you all out there can probably list off a lot of women that are running countries. And so I was really I sort of commented, a 20-something-year-old, I was surprised. And he said to me, it's a very smart observation, I thought, actually. He said, we're superpower. We're one of the three. We have Russia, China, and us. And look, it's would not give a woman to lead the country. And they're just not ready to listen to a woman from us as a superpower. It will happen. It just didn't happen now. And I thought, it's a little bit bigger. Only because I was like, yeah, I mean, I kind of get it.
Right. Working our way out.
I kind of get it. So you have to put things in perspective. And it's not a political discussion, but it is a discussion of energy and what's happening. And would you like to know the feng shui areas of your house this year for money and wealth?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like we're going to need it. So, yes.
Yes,
Let's
we all need it. Okay. So when we put the grid out, we just think of flying stars, and every year these flying stars, which are energy patterns, will tell you which area of your house or your office are going to activate the zhuzh for different things. And I figured I'd pick 2 areas, which is wealth and future wealth. So what you want to do before I tell you what the sectors are, how you find them is I would stand in the middle of your house,
Okay.
hold your compass on your phone, And look to see where these areas. So first we want to see where is southwest.
Okay.
I mean, just off the top of your head, well, we know we're sitting here, so south is that way. So southwest is probably over there.
Yeah.
So you look to see the southwest sector and you want to activate it. So how you activate it is not trinkets, charms, things from Lillian Tu's House of Feng Shui. Although I do like Lillian Tu's House of Feng Shui when I go to bed. But apart from that, you just want to use it. It's just your energy and you using it. So if it's your home office, yay. If it's a kitchen, cook more. So do more yang activities, do more things.
What's the yang activity?
Yang activity is just spending more time there. Okay, so it's your bathroom, just take more showers, go to the bathroom more. If it's the laundry room, do more laundry. I mean, it'd be nice if it was your office. It's nice if it's your door. If it's a door leading in and out of your house, just use it. Yang is using, active. The other area for future wealth is east. So we're looking at your house east would probably be this way. And it's the room we're using now. So I would say do all your podcasts right here.
And I've just started doing that. So
Make more calls here. This is the area that you want to just spend more time in, plan more social posts. So yeah, so there we go. Southwest and east. So if you can't use one, use the other.
okay.
Yeah.
Southwest and east.
And if it's a guest room and it's a dumping ground for your storage, then poo on you. You're not using that area. Yeah.
The storage. Okay.
Okay. So, because it's not helpful. It's not helpful. I know. So, but okay, now because my water people were said, why? Oh, I wanted to share something with you I thought was interesting. So, but I didn't write the exact note. What to do when you procrastinate.
Okay.
Okay, so if you procrastinate this year, for you as a clay water, you need to do something but do it alone. And for me, if I procrastinate, I need to do something but do it with other people.
Interesting.
So if you know your Chinese astrology chart, there's a lot of fun stuff we can do. And one of the things I wanted to share, and Patty came to one of my readings. So I have a book that came out. It came out actually last year. And and I did win an Independent Publishers Award for Popular Culture. So this was kind of a nod to my career as a film director in the late 80s. I directed Assault of the Killer Bimbos and Daughter Girls, and The Director in You Never Leaves You. So now I just direct spiritual clients on things. But I wanted to interview all my famous friends in the business in front of the camera, behind the camera, on creativity and inspiration and what inspired them. I had gone to NYU Graduate Film School. Spike Lee was in my class, but a few people in my class, there's about 9 people from NYU in the book. So to give you an example, like Marianne Brandon is an editor, was in my class. She edited Star Wars and Star Trek and Mission Impossible. One of the few big female editors. Also, and it would be, I have actresses, Virginia Madsen. And Virginia Madsen was in Sideways. She was in my film, Modern Girl. And she gives some really inspiring to me. She's really interested in a career of longevity, even though she started as a teen ingenue, younger. So there's just really fun stories. I'll really quickly, like Michael Huslin was my first boss. He bought the rights to Batman. Nobody, because he's a comic book guy, and no one wanted to make Batman.
Wow.
He came down and tried to sell for 10 years. He wanted to do the dark version, the real version. And everyone said, you're crazy. The TV show was campy and didn't do well. Michael now has intellectual property, which is why I tell Patty to write her books and own intellectual property, because the rest of his life is set. Everything Batman, Joker, based on that is his property, which is neat. But what I wanted to share with you is I wanted to add something that would be super helpful. And at the back, all right, I did put a pink sticker on because you cannot steal it off of this thing. But I did put a QR code, and it's free. And you can go to QR code and plot your Chinese astrology chart and the chart of your family members and friends and associates. And it's going to give you your day master, your basic qualities, your strengths, your weaknesses. It's going to tell you what hat you wear in business, because Pat's hat in business is not my hat in business, even though we have a lot of similarities. There's a couple other, magical, sprinkly things that I did sprinkle in. But, if you're not going to kind of work with me or someone else on your Chinese astrology chart, this is a great do-it-yourselfer. And the point of this book is I do want people to be creative. I want them to be inspired. It's not a book about how to be a writer or producer. It's about the stories behind what people went through to persevere in careers. And I just think those are worth hearing about.
Definitely, definitely. I did a book on intuition that was like that, just inspiration from different people all over the world.
really?
So yeah, it came out last year. Women Gone Wild, Intuition Edition. So this book is beautiful, and the stories are. And Chinese astrology, for those who don't, it is not what everybody knows as regular astrology. It's nothing like that at all. It's amazing.
Well, first of all, it's this it's based on your birthday and it's based on the planet. So it's based on the same information. It's just
But it's different. I knew it was different.
what is different? It just resonates with me. It's a different conversation. So for instance, every year I look at everyone's animal signs. And so I say to them, there are 12 animal signs. There's 12 planets.
Yeah.
All right. The planet, and not planets, astrology. Okay. I see Western. Now there's wait, what are those? Constellation. No, like what are
Planet.
no, wait, what's Aries and Cancer? What are those things?
They're signs.
Signs.
She's astrology signs.
So wait. I'm a triple Cancer. I don't know. I do like one note. Okay, so we have so our conversation is pig and horse and dragon, right, and rat and monkey, and it's the same thing as Gemini and Pisces and Cancer. But the point is how they arrived at that in China is they wanted the peasants to understand this, not just for the royalty and the emperors. So they named it after farm animals so they could understand it. Now, other than dragons not a farm animal, there's a few celestials, but it's mainly the farm. Now, within those astrology signs, there are planets revolving, which affect them, right? You always talk about the planets. Well, there's no word for planet in Chinese. It's called star. So what happens is you have star energy within the animal signs. And so when you have certain stars that pop in, God, I can't think of any names. Okay, there's like lesser consumer and star. And so when you have lesser consumer, you're going to spend more money.
It's only it's not my fault. He's in the planets.
It's in the planet. Or oh my God, one of my favorites was so one year somebody had somebody I was working with had red matchmaker. Red matchmakers love at first sight and just kind of being infatuated with somebody. And I was told her she'd like, oh, it makes so much sense. I told my husband I'm having weird thoughts about my trainer and I don't know why. And I'm not interested in the trainer. It's like, well, you're a red matchmaker. So I don't remember. I did work with Gwyneth Paltrow a long time ago, and she's getting divorced, and she's salty pool. And I said, "Oh my God, you can have some fun salty pool affairs this year." And then she got very excited about that. So you have it. That doesn't mean that instantly those things will happen. You just have to be proactive about those things. So the idea is yes, it comes from the same thing. It's your birth chart. It's day and date and time. And, one of my specialties is creative people and entrepreneurs. And also, how do you monetize that? Now, so you have to be realistic. If you're in the arts or creative field, you're probably not going to make the same money of a Jeff Bezos or someone in the industry, but you're going to do it for you. And I just think, we know that what money is energy and and the more money you have, the more things you can do, and the more freedom it gives you, and the more you give back. So it's about kind of an energetic path.
Like that.
Yeah. So there's that. Any questions about the year?
No, I think this was great. So I'm going to listen this again.
I love you. So you know what? Because I love tarot, and I actually added that onto my practice this year, which is fun. I created these little decks of cards, and each one has a different quote from the book. So you pick one.
I'm going to pick one.
Pick one and see.
Is this for me? For like the day, the year,
here for the year, or maybe right now. Let's just pick it right now.
Okay.
You can keep that. Oh, I'll read it out loud.
Okay. Star. Oh, actors is right there. Interesting.
No, should not be actors.
Star quality is being confident, stylish, focused, and unique with luck thrown in. Fat Fine Freddy, yo, MTV Raps.
Oh, guys, perfect guidance and advice for you. So Fred Brathwaite was the host of Yo MTV Raps. Somebody I knew from New York. He's also in that Blondie song, Fat Fine Freddy said everybody's fly. And
yes, I do.
And I asked him, what is star quality? And he's like, I love that. It's being confident, stylish, focused, and unique. But you have to have a little luck for it.
You do have to have luck for it. Yes, no matter whoever gets there.
I know. Right. That's Patty's card.
Should we pull one for everybody out there? Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to pull this is for you guys.
This is a guidance card for everyone out there. Let's see.
Let's see what we can.
Oh my God.
Crew. The oh, this is interesting. The decor of the set is like the design of your home, setting the tone and the world you live in. Greg Grand, Friends, production designer.
So Greg Grande designed the sets for Friends, and he used a lot of my artwork. And Friends really set the tone. Like he was telling his stories, he says that they all loved the set so much that they didn't even go back to their dressing rooms. They just sat on the couch and they sat on in their set or in their rooms.
Wow.
So it's kind of more of a feng shui. It's sort of the decor of the set, which is like your home. It's going to help support you. So I think that's great guidance. Everyone out there, look around your house. Do you love it? Does it feel good? Does it feel yummy? Could you do a clearing for springtime? And also look to those two areas that we talked about for feng shui, the east and the southwest for this year. So it's just kind of giving us a little heads up that where you live and where you work supports you. And if it's not supporting you, that's 1/3 of what's going to help you this year. And so we're talking about what can we actually do rather than scrolling and being obsessed and watching news and crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Get your house.
get your friggin' feng shui on.
Yes, to your home. And again, I am, as you can see, I'm a little crowded in my house. And but working on it.
He had magic going on. Magic Jones artwork.
Yes, I do. That's anxiety I to do. She's a very Renaissance talented woman in every kind of art and magic and spirituality. So this is great, you guys. Get your home in order. And I tell people that all the time with my types of clearing. Again, we both do same but different.
Sure,
And
and the space cleanse.
I do space. Yeah.
Honestly, but the physical stuff's gotta be moved too.
Yeah, so they say. Yeah, no, it does. I've just been doing some organization, very much so. My office is much better than it was a week ago. Anyway, so this is so helpful, so fascinating. How people want to find you. Where can they find you? Both your books and you do work privately with people.
Actually, that's really what I do.
And social media, all that stuff.
So my website's AnitaRosenberg.com. So that's my name. I'm on every social site from Instagram to YouTube to Facebook to TikTok. I'm LinkedIn. So yeah, it's Anita Rosenberg Studio on most of those platforms. I have so many fun videos on YouTube. So come do that. And I just started a Substack.
You did.
I have 2 postings. So my latest posting is about my great uncle Manuel. I'm doing another project, and it's Uncle Manuel attends a seance with Houdini. And Patty has contacted Uncle Manuel in 2 seances that we did.
And Houdini. What
And
we're
she's
taping in is airing tonight. I mean, we're taping this way early. It is airing tonight. My Houdini seance on Discovery.
Okay, so it gives me till see. There's no. And I wasn't going to mention that, and now we're going back around, and there we go.
Full circle. So Houdini, everyone. Seance area. It's magic. Isn't she amazing? I love this woman so much. And I even see her walking through the neighborhood.
I know.
Walking the streets and stopping to say hi.
Wishing everyone a really great year. Don't get down in the dumps. Change is happening, and do what you can do. Stay in your lane, and have a great year.
Thank you for bringing your amazing magic to the witching.